Welcome back to Z Coins, where we uncover the fascinating world of rare coins and their hidden value. Today we are diving into the 1987 D Lincoln penny and why this seemingly common coin might just be worth a lot of money. Some rare specimens have been reported to sell for astonishing amounts reaching into the millions, including rumors of one worth up to $2.9 million. So if you have a few 1987 pennies lying around, you might want to take a closer look before spending them. History of the 1987 D Lincoln penny. The 1987 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark below the date on the obverse of the coin. This penny features the classic design of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo. The composition of the 1987 D penny is primarily zinc with a thin copper coating, which was introduced in 1982 to replace the older solid copper cents due to rising metal costs. The 1987 D Lincoln penny had a high mintage, with over 4.5 billion coins struck at the Denver Mint. Because of this high production, the majority of these coins remain in circulation and hold only their face value of 1 cent in typical worn condition. However, certain rare error coins and high-grade specimens can be worth significantly more valuable. 1987 D Lincoln penny varieties. 1 high-grade examples. If a 1987 D Lincoln penny is in pristine condition, meaning it has no wear, strong luster, and sharp details, it could be graded as MS67 or higher by professional coin grading services such as PCGS or NGC. These high-grade examples are rare and can fetch anywhere from 100 to 500 or more depending on demand. 2 error coins. Some of the most valuable 1987 D Lincoln pennies are those with errors. These include off-center strikes, die cracks, double die obverse or reverses, and coins struck on the wrong planchet. One example of a dramatic error coin was found to be worth several thousand $3. Rumored $29 million penny. There have been rumors and speculation about a 1987 D Lincoln penny that could be worth $29 million. While no verified auction records confirm such a sale, there is always the possibility of an ultra-rare minting error or a one-of-a-kind piece being discovered that could command such a price in the future. For a standard circulated 1987 D penny, the value is usually just face value at 1 cent. However, if the coin is uncirculated or in high-grade condition, it can be worth a few dollars to hundreds depending on the grade and demand. Error coins, depending on the severity of the error, can be worth anywhere from $50 to several $1,000s. The 1987 D Lincoln penny may seem like an ordinary coin, but it holds potential value, especially in high-grade condition or with errors. While the $29 million rumor is intriguing, the reality is that rare and valuable 1987 D pennies do exist and can fetch impressive prices. If you have a collection of pennies, it might. We have an exciting topic that every coin collector and enthusiast will love. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1974 Lincoln penny. What makes it so special? Why are some of these pennies worth thousands and even millions of dollars? And most importantly, could you have one in your pocket change right now? Stay tuned, because you won't want to miss this incredible story about one of the most valuable pennies in history. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909. Featuring the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side. However, in 1974, something unique happened in the world of coin production. The U.S. Mint was looking for an alternative to copper due to rising metal costs. This led to the experimental production of aluminum pennies. More than 1 million of these aluminum pennies were struck, but due to complications, they were never officially released into circulation. Instead, most were melted down. However, a few managed to escape, and these are the ones that have become the stuff of legend. There are 2 types of rare 1974 pennies that collectors are after. The first is the 1974 aluminum penny. The second is the 1974 D copper penny, which is an even greater rarity. The 1974 aluminum penny was initially distributed to select government officials and members of Congress for evaluation. However, due to concerns about vending machine compatibility and the legality of issuing aluminum coins, the project was scrapped. Most of these pennies were returned to the mint and destroyed, but a few remain unaccounted for. Similarly, the 1974 D copper penny is a major mystery in the numismatic world. While almost all 1974 D pennies were made of standard copper and zinc, a small handful were accidentally struck in pure copper planchets, making them incredibly rare. In 2010, a 1974 D copper penny was discovered, sparking excitement in the coin collecting community, because the numbers are staggering. The rare 1974 aluminum penny has been valued at over $250,000 in some auctions. Because so few exist, collectors are willing to pay top dollar for them. The 1974 D copper penny is even rarer, with one example selling for a whopping $2.8 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny selling for millions of dollars. But what about regular 1974 pennies? While most of them are worth only face value, certain variations and mint condition coins can fetch anywhere from $1 to $50, depending on their grade and rarity. Proof versions and error coins also tend to be more valuable. If you're wondering whether you have a rare 1974 penny, here's what you should look for. Aluminum composition. A Real 1974 aluminum penny will be much lighter than a regular penny and will not be magnetic. 1974 D copper penny. Check the mint mark. If you find a 1974 D penny that looks different from the standard copper and zinc mix, you might have something special: errors and minting mistakes. Look for any doubling, off-center strikes, or other errors, as these can increase the value of your penny significantly. High-grade coins. If your 1974 penny is in mint condition with little to no wear, it could be worth far more than face value. If you think you have a valuable 1974 penny, here's what you should do. Take it to a professional coin appraiser or numismatist for an evaluation. Send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. Check online auction sites like eBay or Heritage Auctions to see what similar coins have sold for. Join a coin collectors forum to get expert opinions on your find. So there you have it. The 1974 Lincoln penny is not just another coin. It's a piece of history, and in some cases, a multimillion-dollar treasure. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, always check your change. You never know when you might come across one of these rare and valuable pennies. We are diving deep into the 1977 Lincoln penny, a common coin that might just make you rich if you find the right one. We are talking about error coins, rare varieties, and even one that is rumored to be worth an astonishing $2.7 million. So grab your pennies and get ready, because this is one video you do not want to miss. History of the 1977 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it has been a staple in American coinage ever since. The 1977 Lincoln penny was struck in large numbers by the United States Mint and was made primarily of 95% copper and 5% zinc. This was before the 1982 transition to the copper-plated zinc pennies we use today. Millions of these pennies were produced at 3 different locations, including the Philadelphia Mint, which did not include a mint mark, the Denver Mint, which bears a small letter D below the year, and the San Francisco Mint, which produced proof coins with an S mint mark. While most of these coins are worth only face value, some special varieties can fetch thousands or even millions of dollars. 1977 Lincoln penny errors and varieties. Some of the most valuable 1977 pennies are those that feature mint errors or unique varieties. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die obverse variety, where the lettering or date appears slightly doubled due to a misalignment in the minting process. If you have a 1977 penny with noticeable doubling, especially on the word Liberty or In God We Trust, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on its condition. Another rare error is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin blank is not properly aligned with the dies, resulting in an off-center design. The more dramatic the error, the more valuable the coin. Off-center strikes with at least 50% of the design missing and a visible date can be worth hundreds of dollars. There are also some pennies from 1977 that were mistakenly struck on dime planchets. These are significantly thinner and lighter than normal pennies and can be extremely valuable, especially in high-grade condition. If you come across a 1977 penny that seems lighter than normal, you might want to get it checked by a professional. High-grade 1977 pennies worth big money. Aside from error coins, high-grade 1977 pennies can also be quite valuable. Coins in pristine condition, graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, can fetch anywhere from a few hundred to several $1,000s. These high-grade pennies are rare because most pennies in circulation quickly develop wear and tear, making uncirculated examples much more desirable to collectors. The famous $2.7 million 1977 penny. Now for the big question: is there really a 1977 Lincoln penny worth $2.7 million? The truth is, while no verified sale of a 1977 penny has reached that amount, there have been rumors and speculation about an ultra-rare variety that could be worth a fortune. Some believe that a special mint error or unique strike exists that could command such a price. Others suggest that the story might be exaggerated or based on confusion with other high-value pennies from different years, such as the 1943 copper penny, which has sold for over $1 million in the past. If you ever hear of a 1977 penny being worth millions, it is crucial to do thorough research, consult professional coin grading services, and check auction records. While it is unlikely that an ordinary 1977 penny will be worth that much, there is always a possibility that an undiscovered variety or mint error could turn up and shock the numismatic world. Current market value of 1977 Lincoln pennies. So what are 1977 Lincoln pennies actually worth today? Common circulated 1977 pennies are typically worth only face value or a few cents due to their copper content. However, uncirculated examples with high grades can be worth anywhere from $20 to several $100s. Rare error coins can sell for thousands depending on their uniqueness and condition. If you have a 1977 penny with a noticeable error or in mint condition, it is always a good idea to have it appraised by a professional. The 1977 Lincoln penny is a fascinating coin with a rich history and the potential for hidden treasures. While most are only worth a few cents, rare errors, high-grade examples, and unique varieties can fetch hundreds, thousands, or even millions in some cases. Always check your change because you never know when you might be holding a valuable coin right in your hands. We have an exciting and informative video about one of the most intriguing and valuable pennies in U.S. history, the 1982 Lincoln cent. You might have a fortune hiding in your coin jar because certain varieties of this penny can be worth thousands. And one particular penny is rumored to be worth a staggering $2.6 million. So, grab your magnifying glass and get ready to dive into the world of numismatics as we explore the history, varieties, and current market values of the 1982 Lincoln penny. The 1982 Lincoln cent is significant because it marks a major transition in U.S. coinage. For decades, the Lincoln penny had been made of 95% copper and 5% zinc or tin. However, due to the rising cost of copper, the U.S. Mint decided to change the composition of the penny in 1982. As a result, two different types of pennies were minted that year, one made of copper and the other of zinc-coated steel. This change led to a variety of minting errors, making some 1982 pennies extremely valuable today. To complicate things further, the U.S. Mint produced 7 different varieties of the 1982 penny. These varieties include the difference between large and small dates lies in the shape and positioning of the numbers in the date. Collectors pay close attention to these varieties because some of them are significantly more valuable than others. To determine if you have a rare and valuable 1982 penny, follow these steps. Check the date style. Compare the numbers in 1982 with reference images to see if you have a large or small date variety. Identify the mint mark. D indicates the coin was minted in Denver, while no mint mark means it was minted in Philadelphia. Weigh the coin. A copper penny weighs 3.11 grams, while a zinc penny weighs only 2.5 grams. Use a precise scale to check the weight. Look for minting errors. Some pennies have doubling, off-center strikes, or other errors that increase their value. Among the 1982 Lincoln cents, one particular variety is rumored to be worth as much as $2.6 million. This incredibly rare coin is a 1982 D small date copper penny. Until recently, experts believed that all 1982 D small date pennies were made from zinc. However, a few copper examples have surfaced, and due to their extreme rarity, they are worth a fortune. The reason behind their high value is that they were never officially documented by the U.S. Mint, making them one of the rarest Lincoln cents ever found. Now that you know about these valuable 1982 pennies, let's talk about their current market values. The value of a 1982 Lincoln cent depends on its type, condition, and rarity. Here are some estimated prices. Common 1982 pennies. Generally worth face value to a few cents over face value. 1982 small date copper can be worth $5 to $50 in higher grades. 1982 D large date copper. Usually worth around 3 to 10 cents. 1982 D small date zinc. Worth face value unless in mint condition. 1982 D small date copper. Extremely rare, can be worth hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars if authenticated by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. If you believe you have a rare 1982 penny, here's what you should do. Verify authenticity. Get the coin professionally graded by PCGS, NGC, or Annex. Research auction prices. Look at recent auction results to see how much similar coins have sold for. Choose the best-selling platform. High-value coins are best sold through reputable coin dealers, major auction houses, or online marketplaces like eBay. Protect your investment. Keep your coin in a protective holder to prevent damage. The 1982 Lincoln penny is one of the most fascinating coins in U.S. history, with multiple varieties, a composition change, and rare minting errors. This simple 1-cent piece could be hiding incredible value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, always check your pennies carefully. You never know when you might come across a hidden gem worth thousands or even millions. Video on the 1995 Lincoln penny, a coin that has sparked interest among collectors due to its history, unique errors, and increasing market value over time. Stay tuned as we dive deep into the fascinating world of this small yet potentially valuable coin. The 1995 1-cent Lincoln penny was minted in Philadelphia and Denver, with millions of these coins produced, making them generally common. However, certain varieties and rare errors make some of these pennies worth significantly more than their face value, especially among numismatists and coin collectors around the world. The most notable and valuable variety of the 1995 Lincoln penny is the 1995 double die obverse penny. This error occurs during the minting process when the coin is struck twice, causing noticeable doubling in the lettering, particularly in the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." Coins with strong doubling can fetch a high price in the collector's market. So, how much is a 1995 double die penny worth? The value of this error coin depends on the condition and grade of the penny. In circulated condition, these coins can be worth anywhere from $20 to $50, but in higher grades such as MS65 or MS66, they can sell for several $100s at auction. Some of the best examples have sold for over $3,000, making it a valuable find for anyone searching their pocket change. Aside from the double die variety, other factors can influence the value of a 1995 Lincoln penny. For example, high-grade coins with sharp details and brilliant luster tend to command higher prices. Additionally, rare errors such as off-center strikes, die cracks, and missing letters can further increase a coin's value. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Lincoln penny series is the discovery of rare and valuable pieces that fetch unbelievable amounts at auction. While most 1995 pennies are worth only a few cents, certain rare varieties and error coins have been known to sell for thousands of dollars. The highest recorded sale of a 1995 Lincoln penny was over $4,000 at a major coin auction, demonstrating the demand for well-preserved and error varieties. Now let's talk about a jaw-dropping case that stunned collectors and investors: the legendary 1995 Lincoln penny, rumored to be worth $25 million. While no official sale has been recorded for this amount, experts speculate that a one-of-a-kind mint error or an exceptionally rare variety could command such a high price in the right circumstances. Some collectors believe that an ultra-rare prototype or experimental strike might exist, making this coin a true treasure in the numismatic world. If you are interested in collecting 1995 Lincoln pennies or searching for valuable varieties, here are some tips to keep in mind. First, always check your pocket change and rolls of pennies from the bank. Many valuable coins have been found in everyday circulation. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope to inspect details such as doubling, mint marks, and other potential errors. Consider getting your coin graded by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC, as authenticated and graded coins tend to sell for higher prices at auction. As we wrap up our discussion on the 1995 Lincoln penny, it is clear that while most of these coins are common, some can be worth substantial money due to their rarity, errors, and high-grade condition. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just getting started in coin collecting, searching for these valuable pennies can be an exciting and rewarding hobby. If you have a 2002 Lincoln penny, you might be sitting on a small fortune. Some of these coins have been sold for thousands and even millions of dollars. In this video, we'll dive deep into the history, key features, rare errors, and the most valuable 2002 pennies ever sold. Make sure to watch until the end, as I'll reveal a shocking auction sale of a Lincoln penny that fetched a staggering $2.40 million. The 2002 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, first minted in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln. The design features Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, created by Victor David Brenner. The reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, which was first introduced in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. These pennies were produced at 3 mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Mint mark for proof coins. By 2002, pennies were no longer made of solid copper. Instead, they consisted of 97.5% zinc with a thin copper coating, weighing 2.5 grams. This composition was introduced in 1982 due to the rising cost of copper. Many 2002 Lincoln pennies contain rare mint errors that significantly increase their value. Some of the most valuable errors include double die obverse, DDO. This error occurs when the die strikes the coin twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the date, mint mark, or lettering. Some well-known 2002 pennies with doubling can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars off-center strikes. If a penny was struck improperly and part of the design is missing, it is considered an off-center error. The more dramatic the off-center, the higher the value. A 50% off-center 2002 penny with visible date and mint mark can fetch anywhere from $50 to over $500. Clipped planchet. When part of the coin's edge appears cut off due to an error in the minting process, it is known as a clipped planchet. Depending on the severity of the clip, these errors can sell for $20 to $200. Transitional errors. Some 2002 pennies were accidentally struck on older planchets or different metal compositions. These are extremely rare and can sell for thousands. Die cracks and cuds. If a coin has raised lines or blobs due to a cracked die, it is considered a die crack error. Major die cracks or cuds can increase a penny's value to over $100. Current market value of the 2002 Lincoln penny. Most 2002 pennies are only worth their face value of 1 cent. But if you find a coin in pristine, uncirculated condition, it can be worth much more. Here's a breakdown of values. Now, let's talk about the most shocking sale related to a Lincoln penny. A rare penny struck in pure copper instead of zinc-coated planchets was once sold for a jaw-dropping $2.4 million. While this specific coin wasn't from 2002, it shows how valuable certain Lincoln cents can be if they contain unique errors or rare compositions. If you believe you have a rare 2002 penny, consider getting it graded by PCGS or NGC, as this can help verify its authenticity and value. Always check for errors, use a magnifying glass to inspect the details, and compare your coin with known rare varieties. The 2002 Lincoln penny might seem like just another common coin, but if you have the right error or condition, it could be worth a lot of money. Check your pocket change, search through old coin rolls, and who knows? You might just find a rare penny worth hundreds or even millions. Did you know that some 2011 Lincoln pennies could be worth thousands or even millions of dollars? In this video, we'll dive into the history of the 2011 1-cent Lincoln penny, its design, minting errors, and how certain rare variations have skyrocketed in value. Stay tuned, because you might just have one of these valuable pennies in your pocket. History of the 2011 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has a rich history dating back to 1909, when it was first introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin featured Lincoln's profile on the obverse and, for many years, the wheat ears on the reverse. In 1959, the design was updated to include the Lincoln Memorial, and in 2010, the reverse design was changed again to depict the Union Shield, which represents Lincoln's efforts to preserve the United States during the Civil War. The 2011 Lincoln penny is part of this newer design and was minted at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. Most of these pennies were struck in large quantities and are worth only face value, but some rare errors and varieties have sold for significant amounts of money at auction. Rare and valuable 2011 Lincoln pennies. While most 2011 pennies are common, certain rare errors and special features make them highly valuable. Here are some of the key varieties collectors look for. Double die errors. Some 2011 pennies were struck with a double die, meaning that certain features on the coin appear duplicated. This error can be seen on the lettering, date, or even Lincoln's profile. Depending on the severity of the doubling, these coins can be worth hundreds to thousands of dollars. Off-center strikes. If a coin is not properly aligned in the press, it may be struck off-center, leaving part of the design missing. A slight off-center error might fetch $50 to $100, but extreme examples, where 50% or more of the design is missing, can be worth over $1,000. Die cracks and cuds. A die crack occurs when the coin die begins to wear down, resulting in raised lines or lumps on the finished coin. A cud error, which happens when a piece of the die breaks off, leaves a large, raised area on the coin. These errors are highly sought after and can sell for $50 to several $100. depending on their size and prominence. Transitional errors. Occasionally, a coin is struck using a different metal composition than intended. While there are no officially known transitional errors for the 2011 penny, if one were found, it could be worth a fortune. Copper planchet errors. The 2011 penny is made of copper-plated zinc, but if a few were mistakenly struck on an older copper planchet, they would be extremely valuable. If you suspect you have a 2011 penny that is solid copper, weighing it can confirm whether it is an error coin. A normal 2011 penny should weigh 2.5 grams, while a copper penny would weigh 3.1 grams. A confirmed copper planchet error from this year could be worth thousands or even millions of dollars. Now, let's talk about the legendary penny that sold for $2.2 million. While this sale was for a 1943 copper Lincoln penny, the lesson here is that rare errors and unique coins can be worth a fortune. If a similar major minting mistake were to be discovered in a 2011 penny, such as a wrong metal composition or a dramatic striking error, it could potentially reach similar high values at auction.so. What is the current market value of a 2011 Lincoln penny? Here's a general breakdown. If you want to find rare 2011 pennies, here are a few tips. Check your pocket change. You never know what might turn up in everyday transactions. Search bank rolls. Many collectors hunt through rolls of pennies from banks to find hidden treasures. Use a magnifying glass. This will help you spot minor errors that could be worth money. Weigh your coins. A digital scale can help determine if you have a rare planchet error. Get professional grading. If you suspect you have a rare or valuable coin, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. The 2011 Lincoln penny may seem like just another common coin, but rare errors and varieties can make it worth serious money. If you come across a unique or unusual 2011 penny, it could be a valuable find. Keep an eye out and who knows, you might just discover the next $1 million penny. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and valuable finds. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on our next video. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting!